Hello, hello. Oops. I think we're live. Oops. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Na 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 na. Ooh. Do 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 do. You don't want into this crazy world. There is nothing here to see. Only broken hearts and broken dreams. Only lonely, lonely me. You don't want into this empty life. An empty spot where life should be. Only broken hearts and broken dreams. Only lonely, lonely me. You saw me on that cold, cold corner. A wild wind whipping through my hair. I never wanted you to see me in my deep and dark despair. You don't want this bitter crossroads. Branches break on barren trees. Only broken hearts and broken dreams. Only lonely, lonely me. You saw me on that cold, cold corner. A wild wind whipping through my hair. I never wanted you to see me in my deep and dark despair. You don't want into this vacant home. Ashes where the fire should be. Now who hides behind these fragile walls? Only lonely, lonely me. Only lonely, lonely me. Only lonely, only lonely, lonely me. Hey, 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 all you hip chicks and hip cats. Let's get this live started if I can figure out how to do that. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, I hope I didn't blow any speakers with that loud start of the video. So this is a little bit of a last minute rush, but got here in time anyway, more or less. I did want to say before we start, happy Thanksgiving to all of our American friends. As you know, hey Joyce, great to see you. Our Thanksgiving is the second Monday of October, so it's long over, but we always enjoy, kind of the replay when we hear about the American Thanksgiving today. So it's sort of too bad, in a way, that my planned lonely. Oh gosh, Joyce, you're here again. When it's lonely, and I did this ages ago, this sort of a lonely theme, and it was a bit much because some people are lonely for family or lonely because of family and so forth. So it's not always a great theme for everyone, but it's been something. I always think of November as the lonely month. It's rainy, it's dark, the dark is coming down. It'll be dark before I'm done this live, and so it's just not my least favorite. Yeah, it probably is my least favorite month, but it's been beautiful up here, except for a few days. Hey, yeah, Joyce, it's great that you made it. That's wonderful to have you here. I did not get to send messages to people. I just had a bit of PR for this. And I did send letters out to my email list, which was great. And I was almost going to write one today and say, hey, Susan, you're here too. Great, great, great. Yeah, it's nice to have you guys along. That's beautiful. So before we start, I'm going to do a very short version of the land acknowledgement, but this is to acknowledge that Cat's Meow sits in the treaty territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nations, the Haudenosaunee and Wendat Confederacies, the Grand, oh my gosh, I'm not going to see it there. It's like a tongue twister to me. I have a hard time remembering it. But at any rate, we acknowledge that this is the land that has been for the ancestors for thousands and thousands of years. Indigenous people have crossed through or lived or called this land their home. And the wisdom of the ancestors that lives in the soil and the vegetation and the people of this land is something that we honor, and that's about all I can say today, I'm afraid. But at any rate, I always want to acknowledge that at the beginning of the Cat's Meow. So it's been a crazy day. I almost had to cancel again. You know that I'm providing care for someone in the family and the household who is very, very ill, and we had an incident last night. Had to bring in paramedics, and that was fine. Everything got sorted, but there was some concern today, and so we went off to our GP, and then tomorrow we'll be seeing the team in Toronto. But we're not going to Toronto tonight, which is kind of a relief. I mean, it's horrible because I'm so slow in the morning, and we're supposed to be there by 8 o'clock, but it's a situation tomorrow where we'll be seeing a nursing team, and they've let me know it's okay, just come when you can. If it's 8:30 or 9, it'll still work out, so that's great. Oh, the notification on YouTube worked. That's great to know, Joyce. I just lately have not had a chance to check anything of that. And Susan, you love this song. I think it is a favorite of just about everyone's, and I'm so lucky that I have Chris. Hey, I don't know if any of you saw Carry It On, the documentary on Buffy St. Marie that was on. It was on the American Masters program on PBS the other night, and there was a little snip. She talked about how she and Chris began to work in the 90s. She in Hawaii and he in London, and sending things through basically the phone lines back and forth to produce her album. It was for an album, so it was really incredible. So it was nice to see Chris there and being acknowledged and having a few words to say. It was really good. If you get a chance to see it, it's a really, really good documentary, and it makes you just really appreciate. I've always loved Buffy St. Marie, but they kind of cover all aspects of her life, and it's really fun. Anyway, I'm going to get on with this little show. I'm going to do some covers. I must find out someday, because someone said to me the other day that even if you're doing a cappella covers, you should license them, and I haven't, because I'd also been told at one time or another that anybody can cover any song. That was kind of a rule. I know if I was recording it, I would have to license it, but Joyce, you might know more about that, because I'm just I'm a bit stuck with that. However, I'm just going to go ahead. So I'm going to alternate some songs, one of my songs and one of the kind of classics. So let's start with good old Roy Orbison. Oh, that didn't work. I did a weird thing. Oh, I know what it's doing. I found out this neat thing. I can bring the song up, like the text of the song, the lyrics, and it doesn't come up and cover me, which is what I worried about. And I used to print them out and have them on the stand and that. I don't have any of that today. This is why I don't have the proper land acknowledgement. But anyway, Roy Orbison, wonderful Roy Orbison. I'm going to try to not start too high because if I do, we're doomed. Only the lonely know the way I feel tonight. Only the lonely know this feeling ain't right. There goes my baby, there goes my heart. They're gone forever, so far apart. But only the lonely know why I cry. Only the lonely, only the lonely, only the lonely, only the lonely know the heartaches I've been through. Only the lonely know I cry and cry for you. Maybe tomorrow a new romance, no more sorrow, but that's the chance you gotta take if your lonely heart breaks. Only the lonely, only the lonely, only the lonely. And I had to really practice that so that I didn't try to do all the background singing as well, like only the lonely, papa, and there's a little doo-wah type of thing. It's not doo-wah, though. It's a yeah, or something like that. I mean, I was singing it for a while like that, and it was kind of crazy because I'd be back and forth from the main lyric to the backup singing. So got a little crusty there in the last verse, but that's okay. And this is a song Roy Orbison and Joe Melson wrote it, and it's just a classic. Everybody loves it. It's been loved since it was first. Where have we got it here? When was it released? I don't have that date. That's really interesting, but I don't know exactly when it was released, but it was like way early. Like I remember it from back in the 60s for sure. So I'm just going to click that off. Yeah, there we go. And so that's one of the songs. I was doo-wahing with you. Yeah, all good. Good. And Joyce, you think it is for recording, I believe. Yeah, see, I don't know if this counts as recording because it's on YouTube. So I got to find that out, but I'm not going to worry about it today too much. Excuse me. So I have, I had Only the Lonely. I mean, not only the Only Lonely Me. And that is certainly the song with the lonely theme, but or the lonely words in it. But I have other songs that I felt were, I've gone and looked for something in here. Oh, darn. Sweet Guy Standing. I wanted to sing Only Lonely Me. I'm right into a whole mess of stuff. Hold on, guys. Let me find my song files here. Because they should have all of them. I wanted to sing. Oh my gosh, you guys, I've messed up my Dropbox so that I haven't got the files where I want them to be. Well, I was going to do Reunion. That's one of the ones I was going to do. I could have done it at the end, but I'm just going to do Reunion because it's not so much about being lonely, but it is about missing someone and sort of realizing that you've missed them when you meet them again many years later. When you post this, say you don't own the rights. Oh, okay. That's really cool. Yeah, I see people do that on Facebook. And yet Facebook was the one that drove me to YouTube because they would mute my own songs. Yeah. That's great, though, Joyce. I will do that. So this is Reunion. It's the last song on Cool Cat. And the two instruments you're going to hear are Nathan Hiltz, who's an amazing jazz guitarist, and Jeremy Edwards, who usually I think of Jeremy with his clarinets. Like he plays a bass clarinet. He just, he's got all these things. But he's playing harmonica on this. And it's the last song on Cool Cat, I believe I mentioned. Strange how loud the silence after all these years suddenly comes back to me, the laughter and the tears, and odd how fleet dream is when reality appears. Funny how time passes, how things change. Say, do you remember? I've got it wrong. I'm going to start that one over again, guys. Sorry. Okay, go back. Well, I'm going to end up having a harder time with my songs today than I had with the ones I practiced. Say, strange how loud the silence after all these years suddenly comes back to me, the laughter and the tears, and odd how fleet youth's dream is when reality appears. Funny how time passes, how things change. I would be a dancer, you a diplomat. Now here we are, two small town faces, wearing small town hats. And are you happy? I can see you are. I guess that is that. Funny how time passes, how things change. How my heart would break. Oh, this is the instrumental break, sorry. Break whenever laughter touched your eyes. I remember midnight kisses, whispering in sighs, and now I see you're a dad of 3. My goodness, how time flies. Funny how time passes, how things change. Say, do you remember? Oh, please tell me that you do. I knew we could never be. I know dreams don't come true. And this I know, that long ago I was in love time passes. Isn't it strange? Isn't it strange? Isn't it funny how time passes? How things change. Well, that's my song Reunion. I've had several years now. I think that was released in 2017. Trying to learn to sing that with the backing track. It's always a bit of an effort, but every once in a while it's worth it. And so there's some gibbles, but not too bad. That is the last song on Cool Cat. Only Lonely Me, I think, is the first song on Wildcat. Reunion is the last song on Cool Cat. Hey, Marianne. Yeah, I knew that you were going to be, the beginning. Yeah, okay. Oh, you're here. That's great. For some reason, I thought you were going to miss it. So, yeah, so that's fantastic. It's nice to see all you ladies. This is great. I thought I would switch to a song that was made famous by, now, I cannot do Judy Garland, but this is a Judy Garland song. I believe it is from A Star is Born, her version of A Star is Born with James Mason, you know, and then Streisand did it with Chris Christopherson, and then Lady Gaga did it with whoever she did it with. I happen to love this one. So again, it's an old song, and thanks, Marianne, that's so great. So this is The Man That Got Away. Now, you guys have to hang in there, because this is a tough one to sing. The night is bitter, the stars have lost their glitter, the winds grow colder, and suddenly you're older, and all because of the man that got away. No more his eager call, the writings on the wall, the dreams you dreamed have all gone astray. The man that won you has run off and undone you. That great beginning has seen the final inning. Don't know what happened, it's all a crazy game. No more that old-time thrill, for you've been through the mill, and never a new love will be the same. Good riddance, goodbye, every trick of his you're on to, but fools will be fools, and where's he gone to? The road gets rougher, it's lonelier and tougher, with hope you burn up, tomorrow he will turn up. There's just no let up, the live long night and day. Ever since this world began, there is nothing sadder than a one-man woman looking for the man that got away. The man that got away. Whew. So, yeah, I totally love that song. Written by Harold Arlen and Ira Gershwin. Ira would have done the lyrics. He did the lyrics with his brother George until George was taken so early. And like I said, it's from The Star is Born. Yeah, I've got to have a drink of water. I've got to promise myself I would take the time to have a drink of water, to use my magic throat spray. Because instead of tea with lemon, I've got this little propolis throat relief. It's a little honey spray. I always wanted to do that. I think I've said that before. Oh, I've got my fancy jacket on because, it is American Thanksgiving, so That's why I've got this jacket on. Sometimes I'm pretty tattered and torn, but today I managed to even put a little makeup on. It's pretty amazing. Thanks, Marianne. So that was, like I said, Judy Garland made that song famous. And, you know, I mean, Garland is just, nobody can touch her. She's just incredible. Now, I had one more of my songs that I was going to do. And you've already heard Only Lonely Me. I may do that at the end, just singing it, if I can get my voice to go through there that far. Oh, wait a minute. I went the wrong way. Shoot. That was songs from the Cat's Cupboard song files. What I want is, oh, wait a minute. I know where I want those from. Cat's Cupboard, okay. Celtic Cat, Wildcat. Oh, I don't know what's going on with this thing today. Oh, there we go. Celtic Cat. That's what we want. Not the MP3s. I want the... Is it both of them? Excuse me a minute, folks. I've got it right. I don't know why I didn't have this ready. I thought for sure I did. But they don't happen to be there. I want... bother. How do I search in here? Oh, there it is. Okay, what I want is a no vocal, or no, it'll be the instrumental. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sing Closer to the Truth. And again, it's not so much a song about being lonely as it is a song of two people who are lonely together, you know, a sort of a tired relationship, that kind of thing. And what's interesting about Only Lonely, or not Only Lonely Me, Closer to the Truth, is that this song was the first co-write I've ever done. I went to Song Studio in 2012, and you know what they do there? They kind of pull names out of a hat or out of a box. We put our name tags in a box, and they pull them out, and they say, okay, you two people are going to go write a song together. This is on Saturday or Sunday. We have to present the song on Wednesday. So I was paired with David Lavkulik, whom, of course, I had never met before. He was fortunately a pianist, and he said, yeah, I'm a pianist. I'm great, you know, chording or whatever I have to do. So next time, put your links in the description box as well, so it's easier to connect while you're performing. Yeah, I've got... Are you using Ecamm too, Joyce? Is that the thing? Usually what I have is I've got it in my Dropbox, and when I rehearse them, they've all gone onto the front page of the Dropbox. But I was looking for some other things, so there's like this huge list of stuff in the page of the Dropbox, other stuff not related to singing, and so all of a sudden I'm like, oh my God, I can't find it. But anyway, I would try that the next time. You'll have to give me a note about what you mean by the description, like the description on YouTube, or I don't know. I'm using Ecamm, so I don't know if I can do that on here. But anyway, David Lavkulik, you know, we met, we talked about a couple of things. I said, well, I'm really good with lyrics and so on. But when I went back to see him the next day, he came in and he'd had this idea, and he had all this stuff, like he had 2 pages of possible lyrics. And so my job became kind of weaving the first verse out of it. And then we kind of wrote the chorus, the second verse together. And we needed a chorus. We worked together on that. But I mean, I did a lot of the lyric writing after the stuff that he'd written. So it worked out really well. And we presented it as a duet. It was not in the showcase that year because David he's a lawyer, and he had a legal thing to do on the Wednesday. And so instead of presenting it on the Wednesday, we presented it on Thursday. By that time, I practically didn't even remember I had a hard time remembering how we were going to sing it together. We didn't get much practice time. So it didn't get into the showcase, but I loved the song. And so when we, oh, I want to send you $5. Great. Well, you can either PayPal me if you do that, Joyce, paypal.me/Catherine M. Thompson, or you can e-transfer it to me at, no, I've got the wrong. You would e-transfer it to me at not info@Catherine M. Thompson, because that's goes to my website, but you do kath.thompson@gmail.com is the e-transfer. Okay, YouTube. Oh, put it in. Okay, I kind of get what you mean. Put it in the description on YouTube. I don't know. I'll check that out and see if it'll work. But anyway, and thank you so much, Joyce. That's great. That is great. Extra pennies. Very, very helpful. So what happened is that when Chris and I were putting Celtic Cat together, and I only did one of the 5 songs on Celtic Cat, the other songs were sung by AKA Emily Brady, who is just a singer that I know and love very much. And she did not want to be, she's a performer. She's a triple threat performer type of performer. Only if you're on the here. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah. Send it to either paypal.me/Catherine M. Thompson or kath.thompson@gmail.com. I don't know how else you can send it. I don't have like a tip jar. All right. Coolio. Thanks, Joyce. Yes, so the song was done on Celtic Cat by AKA Emily Brady as a solo, and Chris Weatherstone created this beautiful saxophone track for it. And then when we did it again in Cool Cat, I wanted to do it the way it had been written, as a duet. So Chris Burkett and I sang it together as a duet. We used the same sax track that Chris Weatherstone had done, but I had a whole jazz band to play. So that was all, Chris arranged all that and put it in. So there's 2 different arrangements. I'm going to sing the solo version with the instrumental from Celtic Cat. So you'll have one from each of my CDs. I say, as I do this, close to the truth, I just saw you, where are you now? Oh my God. There it is. There it is. It does have the word lonely in it, right at the beginning. I'm feeling kind of lonely here tonight. The way you look away when I'm inside. The grin is a little blue. Depends upon the rules that you write. I'm overcome with sadness here tonight. By the way you look away when I'm inside. Where we went wrong, I just don't know. Suppose it's part of rock and roll. Gotta play it by the rules you write. Closer to the truth than a lie. Oh man, sorry guys, I'm totally blowing this. Sorry. I gotta not look at the text of the messages because it throws me right off. Closer to the truth than lies. Okay, try it again. I'm close closer to the... Okay, Joyce, I don't know what you did, but I'm totally thrown off. Oh, God. Closer to the truth. Okay. I'm feeling kind of alone here tonight. The way you look at me when that's the verse. Hold on a minute. I may just leave that till the end because this is just driving me crazy. If you guys give me a second here, I will find those. I will find the words. And so I will have the lyric sheet up in front of me. I don't know why. I've been singing this song for years and years, but, you know, this is what happens every once in a while. Celtic Cat, there we go. I need the... Oh, no, it's going to be in the song files. I hope you guys are all having a lovely day today. It has turned out to be so beautiful. The warmer weather's back. It's not snowing. There we go. Closer to the truth. And we want the I'm going to move you over here, kiddo. Lyrics. That would be good. Okay, now we got it. Whoa, that was crazy. Okay, now we've got it. The older I get, the less I remember. I'm feeling kind of lonely here tonight. My head is spinning from the way we fight. I try to tell it straight to you, but sometimes gray's a little blue. Depends on who is wrong and who is right. I'm overwhelmed with sadness here tonight. The way you look away when I'm inside. Where we went wrong, I just don't know. Suppose it's part of rock and roll. Gotta play it by the rules we write. Closer to the truth than the lie. Guilty as accused, no alibi. We live our lives in shades of gray. We live to love another day. We're closer to the truth than a lie. What you say is less than cruel to me. Your passion's like a distant memory. The brilliant colors we once knew have faded down to black and blue. Hey, welcome to our new reality. That's Chris Weatherstone's beautiful sax. Closer to the truth than a lie. Guilty as accused, no alibi. We live our lives in shades of gray. We'll live to love another day. We're closer to the truth than a lie. Closer to the truth than a lie. Guilty as accused, no alibi. We live our lives in shades of gray. We'll live to love another day. We're closer to the truth than a lie. We live our lives in shades of gray. We'll live to love another day. We're closer to the truth than a lie. So, there you go. And if you want to hear the beautiful voice of Emily Brady, You can hear her do the solo like with that same backing music on Celtic Cat. And if you want to hear the duet with Chris and I, it is to be found with a slightly different arrangement because of all the jazz players on Cool Cat. Thanks, Joyce. Thank you so much. That's wonderful. So there's two other songs that I looked at as possibly being the last a cappella I did. I'm going to give this one a shot, though, because I thought of Only the Lonely, but it's a bit simplistic, and I really quite like Sinatra. In fact, if you... let me see what I've done here. Yeah, if you... Oh, that's weird. What has it done? Hold on. If you want to see a really interesting version of One for My Baby, Twyla Tharp choreographed pieces. It's called the Sinatra Suite, and she choreographed these pieces for Mikhail Baryshnikov. Oh my goodness, what is this doing? And there we go. It was way moved over. I can only see like the tail end of the lines, but it's fine now. So you can see Mikhail Baryshnikov doing a Twyla Tharp piece to this song and a couple of other songs by Sinatra, as this is a particular favorite of mine. He did this Fred Astaire actually debuted this song in the movie musical Sky's the Limit, so that's kind of a neat thing to know as well. You know, some of the old Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers movies are truly corny, but the dancing is amazing, and the singing too. Fred Astaire didn't think he didn't think he was a singer, but man, I think because he was so casual about it, you know, he did a great job on these songs. It's 2:45. There's no one in the place except you and me. So set 'em up, Joe. I got a little story you ought to know. We're drinking, my friend, to the end of a brief episode. Make it one for my baby and one more for the road. I got the routine, so drop another nickel in the machine. I'm feeling so bad. I wish it'd make the music pretty and sad. Could tell you a lot, but you got to be true to your code. So make it one for my baby and one more for the road. You'd never know it, but buddy, I'm kind of a poet, and I got a lot of things to say. And when I'm gloomy, you've simply got to listen to me till it's all tucked away. Well, that's how it goes, and Joe, I know you're getting pretty anxious to close. So thanks for the cheer. I hope you don't mind my bending your ear. This torch that I found must be drowned, or it soon might explode. So make it one for my baby and one more for the road. That long, long road. Yeah, that was written by Johnny Mercer and Harold Arlen. And One for My Baby lyrics was debuted, or the song was debuted by Fred Astaire in Sky's the Limit, and subsequently made very famous by lots and lots of people. Lots and lots and lots of people have sung it, and but I particularly like the Frank Sinatra version of it. There is one other song I'm going to sing that, again, is not mine, but it is a song that I love, and it's a song that actually that my daughter Erin, She sang this at my 2012 65th open mic birthday party. She sang this, and she sang a song that I taught her, which is When Sunny Gets Blue. But this Black Coffee was, I think it was written by Peggy Lee, but Sarah Vaughan's version is very famous. I don't know if I've got it's written by the songwriters. Oh no, the songwriters were actually Paul Francis Webster and Sonny Burke. But I guess both Sarah Vaughan and Peggy Lee made it very famous. And I didn't know it at all until I heard Erin sing it. This is called Black Coffee. I'm just going to get a little drink of water. I'm feeling mighty lonesome, haven't slept a wink. I walk the floor and watch the door, and in between I drink black coffee. Love's a hand-me-down broom. I'll never know a Sunday in this weekday room. I'm talking to the shadows, 1 o'clock to 4. And oh, how slow the moments go when all I do is pour black coffee. Since the blues caught my eye, I'm hanging out on Monday, my Sunday dreams to dry. Now a man is born to go a-lovin', a woman's born to weep and fret, to stay at home and tend her oven, and drown her past regrets in coffee and cigarettes. I'm mooning all the morning, morning all the night, and in between it's nicotine and not much heart to fight. Black coffee, feeling low as the ground. It's driving me crazy, this waiting for my baby to maybe come around. Isn't that a great song? Oh, I love that song, but it's just not when you sing. It's not when you hear. It's just, really beautiful song. So thank you to Erin for that. My friend Sandra took videotapes of the performers at my 65th birthday party 10 years ago. And but the thing is, at the time, I was so nervous about the idea of, videos, and I didn't get permission from people to post the videos and stuff. It turns out nobody does. They just take a video of you and they post it, But I should sometimes see if I could look that up and post the one from Erin, because I'm sure she'd be happy with me to do it. And so I think I'm going to go out on. I'm going to go out the way I came in. I'm going to go out with Only Lonely Me, and this should be, I say this shouldn't be hard to find, but easy chair, Only Lonely Me, no vocal. There it is. Aren't we lucky tonight, folks? It was right there in the mix. You don't want into this crazy world. There is nothing here to see. Only broken hearts and broken dreams. Only lonely, lonely me. You don't want into this empty life, an empty spot where life should be. Only lonely, lonely me. You saw me on that cold, cold corner, a wild wind whipping through my hair. I never wanted you to see me in my deep and dark despair. You don't want this this bitter crossroads, branches break on barren trees, only broken hearts and broken dreams, only lonely, lonely me. Little stroll here. To see me in my deep and dark despair. You don't want into this vacant home, ashes where the fire should be. And now who hides behind these fragile walls? Only lonely, lonely me. Only lonely, lonely me. Only lonely, only lonely, lonely me. So there you go, all done. And I will be back in 2 weeks, which I think it's the third. Let's see, it's the 4th, and then 5th, 6th, 7th. Yes, it's the 14th or 15th of December. But I will post that and everything. It's the Thursday at 4. And I should be here. It should not be a problem. I was a little nervous about today. But that things were going to, go sideways and I wouldn't be able to be here. But I am. All my stuff's set up and everything. I just got to remember, like Joyce says, to make sure I've got those backing tracks linked in the right place. Well, they usually are, but not this time. They were a bit of a mess. So, Joyce, thank you so much for saying all the lovely, lovely, lovely things that you said. Yeah, you love my songs. That's just great. Well, I love your songs, too. And you guys should look Joyce up on YouTube. She does this kind of a podcast thing with just talking and singing. But she's got what's the name of the song you just put out that you just did? It's in black and white. It's like a winter song. It's really, really neat. It's beautiful. So, yeah, we're fans of each other. It's so cool. And, oh, by the way, Marianne, so I have all the specific instructions to get the damn thing to work the way I want it to work. And Marianne knows what I'm talking about. And so now it's just a matter of sitting down and doing it. But I will drive those cups to Waterloo if I have to. Marianne ordered my cups. So she had the idea for the Swing Daddy cup, and she ordered them like right away. And then all this stuff happened here, and I just couldn't get them done. Yes, thank you so much, Joyce. Thank you so much. I'm hoping to, but it's going to go on now for probably right up until Christmas. So we're back and forth to Toronto all the time. That's just the way life is, okay? Bumma P people, see you in a couple of weeks. I love you. I love you for coming today. Thank you so much.